Hey guys, welcome back to D&D. Quick update of where we're at. We betrayed the elves, uh, attacked the fake, uh, whatever it was, fake governor.
Mhm.
Arvius is attempting to flee, not towards the designated safe zone, but instead through random houses with a horde of pissed off guards behind him. We are attempting to delay it, various success, and I'm interested to see how he dies. Oh,
As am I.
cool. So,
So I believe we left off last time. If you want to make another strength check to try to bust down this random door, your teammates have delayed the guards long enough that they cannot see you at the moment. You are still covered in blood.
All right. And my next question would be, if I proceed down the alleyway, does it like eventually lead to the alley, or
Yes, it does.
and there's like no other like roads that
There are possible other spots where guards could intercept you along the route.
hmm. We're gonna break down the door again.
Okay. That is still not enough to break down the door.
you die.
You slam into your shoulder into the door once more, um, and it is holding. You would assume that this door is barred from the other side, or at the very least locked. Um, but the wood shows no sign of breaking um,
Hmm.
Yeah.
from your efforts.
Yeah, you actually attempted to break into the house of a very profitable marriage between a locksmith and a steelworker, like
It
an
would appear
ironsmith.
so.
Yeah.
And their son makes doorstops.
Yep.
So, um, with this, you would assume that this door you are not capable of getting into. Um, you can attempt to flee, or you can attempt to go for a different door. There are some others nearby.
We're gonna flee. We're just gonna run towards the designated spot.
Okay. Roll me in another athletics here. Your friends have given you some time, but you still have to be very hurried. It's a lot lower than your previous athletics rolls.
He saunters.
Um, you flee down the alleyway, and as you do so, the guards begin streaming past the three of you. Um, you're unable to stop them without very clearly
Yeah.
attempting to stop them. Uh, do you guys do that, or do you simply stay undercover?
I'm gonna make it very clear that I'm trying to stop them because I'm pissed that they got the mud on my horse.
How do you do that?
Yeah. What exactly will you be doing? Will you be like physically blocking their passage because they can now see Arvius down the alleyway?
I'm gonna so I'm a couple things going on here internally, and just to explain.
Mhm.
So in my head, I know that Arvius is trying to get away. So I have some reason to want to delay these officers. Two, I am very upset that these guards have besmirched the fine art that I have on
The
my
clean
horse.
lines that you had
Yeah,
painted.
I mean, what right do they have to do that? So I'm gonna start yelling at them. I'm gonna be asking for compensation. I'm gonna be asking to know their names as well as their officer numbers, the names of their ranking officers.
Are you like interposing yourself in between them and their route
Yeah.
to Arvius?
Yes.
Okay. The first one in line, well, at this point, their weapons have been drawn. Obviously, Arvius is down the corridor fleeing.
Uh huh.
Um, he will say, "Out of the way now, civilian, or we will not hesitate."
And I'm going to. I'm
It's
gonna
clear that
say,
he has not been listening to your complaints.
okay. I'm gonna.
That generally means you have to
I'm
speak
gonna
louder.
gesture to him. I'm going to start yelling loudly about police brutality, and how they feel like they can do whatever they want, and just mess with my horse. And I'm not gonna move an inch.
Right. At that, he will take his hands and he is going to attempt to shove you out of the way.
Okay.
So you can
I'll
make a
I'll kind of go with it.
Oh, you're
Yeah, I
allowing
actually
him to.
won't, I won't contest it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he will push you to the wall and storm past you.
Okay.
The rest of them following suit. Will you do anything else to try to stop them, or are you satisfied with this?
Do you need some help? You look like you're being oppressed.
Help! Help! Hmm. No, I'll have to let it go.
You'll let it go at that?
I'm gonna make every. I'll yell at him. You won't hear the last of this.
The final guard in line, having to move slower than the rest, tosses you a single copper coin and says, "Sorry for the inconvenience."
And I say, thanks there, brochacho. And I take a quick nibble on it, put it in my pocket, and immediately turn back to my group and in a totally kind of calm fashion, no longer irritated at all with the entire situation, both for show and internally.
So, with that, Arv, you are being hotly pursued by
It's very
them.
erotic.
Since you guys get the
Nice.
same role, you can see them trailing behind you. You're getting very close to the alleyway that you need to get to. However, there is another band of 4 guards in between you and this alleyway. It is only 4 guards as before. You can see your goal in the distance. They are blocking.
Well, we're not stopping. Not stopping. Gonna
Not
go
stopping.
straight into them.
All right, so you're just trying to charge just straight through them.
Yep, I'm gonna charge straight through, and if they look like they're gonna fight, then it's attack time.
Okay, I mean they do have their weapons drawn. It is clear they're attempting to stop you. You have committed the equivalent of regicide, I suppose, for this city.
Well, I'm apparently covered in blood, so I'm gonna be
You are
making an intimidation as I'm
doused
going
in
towards them.
Lubricated.
Yeah, I wanna just to get some clarification. He is actually accumulating blood on his body over the course of the
Absolutely,
pursuit,
yes.
right? Like he started off with a fair amount of blood after murdering a bound person and a small
Even earlier, he started with a fair amount of blood when he
He
accidentally
probably
cut
started
his tongue
with some dried
on his
blood
axe.
yeah.
on him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
At this point, your skin could pass for red.
yeah, I feel like he might need to make dex checks to make sure that his feet don't slip.
Yeah, don't slip.
Oh, he's just
Yeah.
leaving just a trail. It's very clear how they found him. Just a red streak where he's been running.
Yeah, and I imagine there's like discarded legs on the trail too. Like he may have picked up one or two, nibbled on it a little bit as he's running, and then like thrown it off the side. So, yeah,
Stealth is
Inexplicable little dead bees every
yeah,
now and then.
everywhere. Yeah.
Everywhere.
so. If you want to go ahead and roll another intimidate, you are very intimidating to these men because you will kill them. They quickly, one of them points down an adjacent alleyway and says, "Oh, I think I see him over here," and they just hurry out of the way. One of them leaves his weapon behind.
How do you intimidate Arv?
Yeah, what exactly are you doing as you just
He
run
moves the
towards
axe
them?
out of the frame.
I would just be swinging the axe from side. Well, maybe that might slow me down.
Just like a pendulum.
Yeah, if I can still run decently at a decent speed while doing that, but mostly screaming, and it's the facial expression, it's the rage, it's the craze,
It's Smork.
it's the you look like very very tasty food.
Absolutely.
Except the other person's not familiar with the variety of food.
So you do
Important
manage
distinction.
to get past this this small band, and you quickly duck into your safe spot. You see an open door with a guard inside that says "Here now."
And a man with
Okay.
a mop.
I go inside, and I'm assuming he's in the room with me.
He closes the door behind him, leaving you in the room alone. There is another guard in here, but he has remained outside. You hear him immediately say, "Ah, he's that way," and begin running off.
Okay. I get uncomfortably close to the guard that ushered me into the room, and
Do you
I
know
take
how
my hand.
babies
I'm
are
assuming my
made?
hands I'm assuming my hands covered in blood, and I
Absolutely.
touch his face, touch his lips, and I put the finger up to his lips with that, and I make the noise.
Yeah, he's just kind of shivering in place. Um, he's just standing completely still, though. He very obviously does not want to anger you in any way. You have already killed a few people here.
I start petting his head and smearing blood all over his face.
It's clear he's uncomfortable with these actions, but he is not going to leave.
Okay.
Um,
Having
He won't
my
even tell you
blood,
to stop.
he's enjoying it. Then.
No.
Jarvis.
All right,
That
I
leap
go.
is.
I'm assuming there's a chair or a table somewhere, and I go take a seat with like a really smug look on my face. A
Absolutely.
hard day's work, you know.
Okay. So with that, the chase has ended, although they will still certainly be looking for you in the city. You will remain there for a small amount of time. What will the rest of the party be doing? Are you gonna wait for him to meet back up with you?
I guess we would have previously, when we discussed this plan, we would have decided on whether or not we were waiting for him or not. So whichever one we needed to do, I assume we either meet after
It's up
that.
to you guys.
Yeah. Okay. I think we're going to want to collect him before we meet with the elves.
Okay. Sounds
I
great.
feel like we might want to collect him on the way out of this, perhaps with some sort of disguise.
We could bring something. We could bring him like cleric robes or something in a hood, like a hooded.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll dress him up as a cleric. He can be my
Yeah, like a cleric in training.
Yeah.
Like a disciple.
Yeah.
Okay.
disciple.
And I imagine
There
like kind of like a monk, like with the
The
hood.
blood's
and the...
actually animal's blood. It's like
you go.
a
Yeah.
it's like a trial.
We
being
could disguise him
sacrificed.
by
Ritual.
washing him for the first time.
Yeah, there you go.
That'd be a disguise.
It actually reminds me, I want to spend some time to wash my horse and reapply the art.
Absolutely.
So
From the
if that
mud.
takes- yeah,
There's no mud, but my
Mud on
horse
the
did
ground.
shit.
yeah,
That's a good.
I-
That's a good point. Same
I'm
color.
gonna make sure Grill, just to be clear, knows the difference between mud and shit.
Okay.
There's few things that he can call himself an expert on, but mud and shit are probably things that he
Can do so. Yeah.
can call himself experts on. So yeah, I'll do that. I don't know if that'll take enough time to conflict with the Elven meeting, but I realize this is a new scam that I can run.
You're all good. It's just a matter of whether you guys want to have Arvius there for the meeting.
Yes.
What you said. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys go back to a predetermined meeting spot. Arvius,
It's
after a
conveniently
moment.
the alley one to the left, right?
Yeah, it's very close by. Arvius, after some time, some guards will enter the room. With them is the one that you guys had previously spoken to. They're carrying with them a few buckets of water and some fresh clothes. They clean you off and
me a bath?
provide you as best they can. They dump the water over your head, trying to get most of the blood off, and they give you some fresh clothes. The man you had previously spoken to will say, "All right, on your way."
Do they do anything to disguise the massive great axe?
They clean it off too.
Sure.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
I frown upon them doing this,
Yeah.
like they're messing up order.
They have given you a large cloak
A sedative.
to put on yourself. They would suggest that you don't bring the great axe likely. They can provide you with a sword if you wish, something to, you know, stand in for it. Although it wouldn't be as nice of a sword as your great axe is. But they can take it for you now if you want, and you can get it later.
I look at them with dismay, and I just wrapped my axe around I wrap my cloak around the axe.
Okay.
It's clearly that I'm hiding something.
It's the shape of an axe on your back, but in like another cloak. If anything, it looks more suspicious than just an axe, but it'll work.
Can't leave the axe behind. It's a treasured heirloom.
Absolutely. So, having been reclothed, slightly washed, and your axe vaguely covered up on your back, they'll release you from this holding cell and let you back out where you can meet up back with your party. So seeing Arv come towards you guys, you are now reunited. And he looks slightly different in his cloak, but he still lumbers above the average man, and his axe is very clearly on his back.
I think we should apply clown makeup to him.
There are some places that might draw less attention.
Yeah.
I'm not sure we're going into this.
Maybe give him a second great axe to throw him off the trail.
One for each hand. Would I have enough strength for that?
No, I would not say so.
I've got a great idea, Arv. Why don't I carry the axe for you? You'll never put that together.
I look at you with a little bit of distrust, but I reluctantly hand it over.
This is like a big moment for Fabregas. It's like if you adopt a dog from the pound and it's sort of afraid of people. It's like the first time that it's let you like pet it or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of how, like, I feel like it's a fitting thing. Like, I feel like, a lot of, like, I mean, how would you be able to handle a great axe? Are you large enough to handle a great axe?
I'm on a horse, so that probably helps.
That horse is doing most of the heavy lifting then.
I'm
You
just
see,
like
Arv
resting
is
it.
a-
It's
or
like don't
something somehow.
lift with your legs.
Lift
or
with
don't
your
lift
horse.
with your back. And lift with your horse.
Mm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There
Absolutely.
you go. Okay.
Arv is comfortable wearing no clothes, but the axe, he identifies that as like his form of clothing.
Okay, so now he feels naked,
Yeah, now
even
he
though
feels
you are in fact clothed.
Yeah, exactly.
I just picture him maybe not knowing what to do with his hands a lot of the time. Like he just kind of has his hands like this, just kind of like as if he's holding a great axe. Like
Just
his
kinda-
hands don't always close all the way or all the way open.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
always has them
occasionally
kinda
just, like,
half closed.
Starts to
Yeah,
strangle
Yeah, just
something.
kind of like self hug a little bit, realizing that the axe isn't. It's like
Sure.
You're coming down from rage a little bit too, I assume.
yeah. I think we're good now.
Got the sweats a little bit.
Yep.
So with that, you guys make your way back towards the spot that you were told to meet the elf.
Does anyone see us along the way with my not a spy cape and the giant great axe? Probably not, right? Okay. So we get to
The city. The city's pretty chaotic right now.
sure.
Um,
Looking for someone.
looking for someone.
Yeah.
Someone.
Yeah, the governor just died.
You do also know that like there are a good few guards that are in on the fact of you don't actually want to catch our
Right.
like the high-ranking people at the very least
Sure.
are aware that the governor is not dead and that this is a ruse to get out all the elves that
Perfect.
might be conspiring.
They just forgot to tell the ones stabbing Arvius.
Yeah.
Or stop
Sell
them.
it.
It's fine.
They needed to make it believable.
Sure.
It's for the greater good.
Yeah. We say the same thing to Arvius when he's like complaining about his wounds. We're like, for the greater good of the party.
Yeah.
Speaking of your wounds, in case it's relevant, you can roll some hit dice if you wish to heal up slightly. You are bloodied.
Okay. How many times can I roll?
You have 5 hit dice, so you can roll 5 hit dice.
He should have
if you want.
6.
6, because he's level 6.
Uh,
Did he get level 7 for destroying that man and ruining his family?
uh,
Fine.
no, you guys should be level 5, not level 6. You
Nope,
were
we
level
started
4
at-
at the start.
We started
and
at level
then-
5.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
we started at level 5.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
was my understanding. I started at level 5.
And we all did.
Yeah, my
Except
bad.
maybe Arvius, apparently.
That me.
No, I just think I never actually leveled him up to level 6, except for the health,
That's fine.
which isn't that impactful for a barbarian.
No.
Sure.
But you can roll some hit dice if you want. You do have 6.
All right.
There you go. You're also leveled up. The only thing is that you can't be frightened while raging. So
No spooky rage time.
How many can I roll here?
6 of them, or until you're at full health. You're at 1.
I don't know what my current health is, or
There you go. It's accurate.
40. Okay. And that is 19 out of 21 damage.
Okay. That's probably good.
That's good.
No, it's 40 after those 2.
Oh, I see.
So while you're doing that, you guys do make your way back to the alleyway that the elf was in,
Okay.
and you can see him there. You can stop now, Arv.
Alrighty.
And he's in the same cloak as before. He had previously only seen Grilt, I believe. Although Grilt did mention that he had friends that were going to help him. When he does see you, Grilt, he'll quickly rush over and say, "Oh, I thank you. I thank you immensely."
Yeah, no problem. We sure did get some killing done.
Such a short time scale, I wasn't sure you'd be able to do it.
Oh yeah, we're experienced. What were those
Capable.
insurrections? And I am nervously. I don't feel good about lying, but I do it for the good of the group.
Here, I have some people that would like to meet you. Quite a bit. He gestures to RVS.
I eagerly come over. I'm assuming I'm standing back, so I butt in.
Did you get the items from the general's carriage? Or
No.
from the governor's carriage?
No. I killed the
Oh.
governor.
Oh, that was. We had discussed that. I thought, as part of your payment.
And I step in. I'm like, yeah, no, he totally killed the governor. He was so busy killing the governor. He didn't have time to grab anything. So I just got so wrapped up in the governor killing. But yeah, we'll still take the Dragon Gold location. If you got anything else on you, that'd be great.
I nod with approval.
Absolutely. Here, you see him write some things on a slip of paper before handing it to you. It is very clearly the location of the Dragon Horde.
I unfold the paper after he hands it to me. I attempt to shake it loose of anything that might be inside the paper or folded inside the paper in terms of gold or anything else. And I look at him a little bit quizzically.
It's just paper, he says.
Yeah, no, paper's great. I use paper all the time for all sorts of stuff. You got any gold or treasure or anything else? Just in case you might want to work with us again, give us a good reason to.
Yeah, I like that you're starting on explaining the basis of exchange. That's good. Really.
He says, I don't have anything to offer myself, but perhaps those above me may have something
Oh,
Fabregas is gonna like nod and wink and say, "Yeah, we might want to work again, you know." And he'll wink again.
Yeah. Any more governors you need killing? If any more pop up, order the governor killers. But yeah, if you got other people that might be able to give us goodies, that works for me. It's like obvious they want an audience with him. So,
Fabregas obviously has this sudden moment of impassioned self-questioning, where he looks like he's communing with his god and wondering about the ethics of the entire situation. He does this like out loud, sort of, right in front of the elf. So I don't know if you want to like lead him around the corner or something. That might be a good idea.
I'll also rely to the elf that Arvius has a speaking fee.
Fabregas actually casts the cantrip light above his head while he's doing this.
Nice.
Often does that.
Is like the D&D equivalent of a light bulb above your head, like an oil lantern above your head.
Yeah. No, it's still a light bulb. It's just very confusing.
Yeah.
He does hope you guys don't mind, but to get to the higher ups, it does involve a small passage through the sewers. Hopefully that won't bother any of you.
Yeah, out of character, we're getting shanked right now, by the way. In character, I'm looking for some rewards.
In character, I'm wearing plate.
I'm convinced that they're really impressed by Arvius and all of his hard work. So I figure they're just gonna try to, shower us with more.
In character, like I'm in my full plate and I have my helm down, and I'm like trying to hide my disgust behind my plate at all these elves so close to me.
Luckily, your face is covered because you would just be in a constant grimacing face.
Yeah.
So who will-
Fabregas is very close to telling the elf what's happening and that the elves are about to be killed and stuff, and that the elves should run.
Like during this monologue that you're having.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we just
Very close.
I'm gonna kind of stand in front of Fabregas while this is happening, so it won't actually drown out what I guess it's probably not like my body is not soundproof, but it's kind of all I can do.
muffled marginally.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna be like, yeah, so gold, silver, bronze, gold. Yeah, it doesn't have to be coins, gold.
Grilt.
Oh,
The
hey.
elves have given us a map with a location of a great treasure hoard. It's time to move past our greed for reward and on to ethics.
No, this isn't greed. This is business. They're two different things.
Well, now that business is completed in our favor, we can care about ethics again.
Yeah.
As you guys are discussing, you are in the sewers at this point.
Perfect.
Grill,
Oh,
of
we're down
course,
in the
walking
sewers.
in the sewer water.
I imagine this, the fact that we're in the sewers, is almost just like a cartoonish teleport. Like, oh, okay, we're in the sewers.
Our horses are gone somewhere.
Yeah.
Or we're riding them, possibly, depending on how
Like the
cartoonish
upper
it is.
half of our body is totally the same orientation, but we're no longer on horses. Like we're in the sewer.
perfect.
Yeah, it's already happened.
Jump cut to sewers.
Yeah, exactly. Smash cut. There you go.
As he leads you through them, and you are discussing amongst yourselves, he will turn a corner, place his hand on a wall, say a short word before knocking, and a portion of the wall will open up. You can see a decent few elves inside, as well as a few other races, but mainly elves.
How many elves?
I would say it opens into quite a large room. It appears that this used to be part of the sewers, but has since been blocked off.
Sure.
So this
The
large
old
room probably
sewer
holds,
meeting room.
probably holds 100 people.
Cozy.
They stopped holding conferences down in the sewers after a while and just walled it up.
Yeah.
Probably around 100 people. They appear to be armed mostly,
100.
and
Okay.
they are predominantly elves. 92 of the 100 are elves.
Is the room perchance a circular room with 15-foot radius?
I would say more than 15 foot.
Damn.
But it is a circular. Well, no, it's like part of a tunnel, but a very large tunnel.
And in
I had
character,
to
would we
ask.
know if elves are flammable?
Elves are flammable.
Okay.
Yeah, flammable enough.
Perfect.
you can see he gets in, and he'll say, "Wait here. I'll be back out with those that wish to speak to you."
Yeah, I have just a moment while he's gone for a conversation with Fabregas and say, what do you think these guys do
Absolutely.
the rest of the time down here in the sewer?
All 100 of them?
Yeah.
You know, that's the exact amount you need for a lacrosse team. You ever heard of lacrosse? They play it out east.
Hicks 100,
Oh,
you
I've
say?
heard that it's great.
Incredible.
Yep, 100. I
In
wonder
the
who they
sewer,
play against.
sewer sport?
Oh, well, you can play it anywhere. That's the great thing about lacrosse.
Fantastic. Absolutely incredible. You'll have to tell me more about this in the journey.
Um,
Geralt is muttering to himself upon hearing the question. What do you think they do while they're down here the rest of the time? Say tunnel exploring, tunnel digging, mud exploring, mud digging, sewage surfing, poop surfing, eating, not the poop. I already mentioned tunnel exploring.
I imagine that's why there's so much poop down here. You see,
No, that's even more.
See?
Take
That's where
100.
it comes from.
You take 100 people away, that's 100 people's less worth of poop in here. I mean, that's science.
so as you guys have been discussing, the wall will reopen. The man you originally talked to will be reemerging with 5 others.
Okay.
The wall will close behind them
Okay.
once more. Should describe how it's opening and closing. It
I
appears
imagine
to
like a
be-
sphincter.
it appears to be magic of some sort that you're seeing one of these people cast to get in and out.
By the way, I'm gonna guess that somebody bet filthy $20 to fit the word sphincter somewhere in the next episode in D&D. So somewhere out there just lost $20.
So the 5 that have come out with this man kind of bow their heads towards you, and one of them will walk forward, a woman, and say, "I cannot thank you enough for the service you've done to my people."
Say, do
Fabregas
you like
is
it down here?
starting to feel really uncomfortable. And he's like, oh, you really shouldn't thank us. Nah, that's really not necessary.
I don't care for the conditions here, but we do what we must to protect those who we love.
I can't imagine this.
I
much
grumble
fun
a little
living
bit
down
and I
here.
say, "Yeah, what I can't imagine like what would happen or would have happened if the governor was to have survived or did not die." Because I can't imagine that. You're right when you say I can't imagine. So can you educate us what that would be like?
It's a horrible man. He executes us constantly.
I nod as if I'm agreeing.
Constant raids on our land. They took the settlement of Ostalos not but a few days ago.
I say, yeah, but I'm sure this next governor, isn't he going to be just as much of a pain?
We have some things to do about that.
Quilt, we're fine on work. There's no need to talk it up.
We're hoping
I'm
that in
trying
the
to put
chaos
out of
here,
character. I'm trying to put my conscience at ease, basically telling myself it's fine that we didn't kill the governor. It wouldn't have really changed anything anyway.
I know.
Trying to feel okay about it.
she says, we're hoping that in the chaos of the governor's death, us and this band of rebels, we may be able to cause some change in the city finally.
Yeah,
Perhaps
that's gonna
rouse
be
the
great.
masses to our cause.
Yeah, the masses.
So you're wanting to lead an insurrection.
Yes,
So you're saying if the governor hadn't died, your insurrection wouldn't work.
what are you talking about? The governor is dead, correct?
Oh, yes, I'm just talking in there's a word. I'm just pretending right now.
You can see her a bit uneasy with the words that you're saying.
She can see I'm a bit uneasy.
she'll target you directly and say, "Is there anything that you want to tell me? Anything that could help us in our
Well, I'm glad that you asked. I've noticed the fashion down here is a little bit lame. Not a lot of capes.
Amazing. He's got a face palm out of our DM, Jorbs. Well done. Well done.
I lean in and I say, if you don't like it, you can send it back.
she'll
I just want to say, I respect your struggle down here, and I just hope for the best for you in the coming times. Seems like they could be quite trying, and it's too bad that I will be far away and will have forgotten everything that happened today by then.
Send it right back.
I saw him and nodded my head.
say, you're telling me everything, right? The fate of thousands of downtrodden
It's a
people.
scam, okay? We don't actually send you the capes. We're just looking for money. You got me, jeez.
You can send it back if you don't like it.
There's no return address. It doesn't actually work. Look, I have a guilty conscience, but I've come clean, all right?
Thank you, I guess.
I bid you the
that.
best in your struggles. I'm going
Yeah,
to start
do.
walking away. I don't remember why we're at the meeting or anything, but my character is now leaving.
Yeah, when he spills the beans, I'm actually gonna do a wisdom save, and if I get below, so let's say if I get below an 8 on this, I'm gonna attempt to run. Okay, so I'll stay still. I'll play it cool.
You three can stay. My character just can't be here anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That's understandable. He's definitely feeling a bit guilty. So yeah. Anyways, I'd like to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. We don't have all too much, but we gathered what we could spare when we heard about what happened. We'll be moving soon. If you can help us, be appreciated. But I understand if you can't.
Help you how?
We'll need support from all that we can. This will be a trying and tough time. We're
No.
hoping
Sorry, keep going.
that we can rouse the peasants to our cause to support us.
I'm gonna ask, do you mind if I have a moment to speak with my comrades alone for a moment?
Absolutely. But here, you guys should have this. A gift from me, myself, to express my gratitude. She'll hand you a small bag
Mhm.
before re-entering the room with the elves.
Okay. How many?
You
Can
guys
I
can
see
talk
as the
amongst
door
yourselves.
closes and opens? Are there any other exits or entrances to that room?
You can roll me a perception.
Sure. What's going on with you, Jorbs? Nat 20. Perfect.
None that you can see. No.
Perfect. All right. Okay. What's that in the bag?
So, opening the bag, this is actually itself a bag of holding.
Ooh.
Yo.
So there's that. Inside, there is a small collection of gemstones. I'm not sure their value.
With my nat 20, can I make out the small names that have been etched in each of them for the child's future that she's given us? Like this is like Timmy's college fund, and this is Billy's like investment into his home, and this is gonna pay the down payment on his house and this type of thing.
They are quite small gemstones, but you can tell that they have great sentimental value. There's a few other trinkets and stuff inside. It appears that she tried to, kind of get everyone to rally together, give what they could. There is some coin in
like-
here.
So you're saying there's
A
not
wedding locket with
Yeah.
paintings of the
Yeah,
two
absolutely.
partners. Very little actually resale
Yeah.
value.
Yeah.
Obviously,
But
tremendous
this
a
will
bunch
save a
of-
lot of time in
are-
opening
there
their
are
individual
influence shots
wallets.
in there.
In total, there's also some money, mainly in silver and copper coins, with a few gold coins in there. In total, looking through the money, you'd assume it's around 50 gold.
Okay, that's got that, Dolphin.
Yeah, I'm gonna suggest we.
Label that blood money.
I'm gonna suggest we give the gold back.
No.
Give the contents back. Not maybe give the bag of holding back. That
They're
could
gonna be
cool.
dead. What do they need it for?
Maybe they won't be dead if they have some gold. Maybe we can give them some gold. Maybe we can give them some of the gold we have. Filthy vetoes this idea. Full murder hobo. Not
It's not
at
murder
all-
hobo. We're
Not at all
supporting this.
guilty feeling
This,
about.
this is so much worse than murder.
Yeah, that's true. You don't want to maybe repent a little bit by giving them some support, maybe by refusing their additional
What?
gold.
Because the DMs told me that it was a bit of a hardship for them to get together 50 gold to murder
Well-
the governor and all the populace that's oppressing them. No.
That and we're kind of guilty, on top of that. So like,
There
not
is
only are
also-
we're not only are we like causing additional burden for these people.
I'm a
but, like, we're
paladin
also-
of Davko. I'm not the least bit concerned about these people's lives.
Yeah, okay. So that's fine. Out of character.
That was
I
out of
respect-
character. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
out of
sorry,
character.
in
I
character.
respect that. In character, I'm just thinking. I'm not looking very happy at that bag of gold. I mean, gold can only make you so happy. Gold's only as good as the hemp rope it buys you.
As
Hemp
the
rope.
party's conscience, I will take responsibility for these actions.
Oh no!
God,
we did. I didn't vote for that.
A dangerous conscience we have there.
There's also 2 rings in here that appear to be of elven craftsmanship.
Ooh,
You would assume that they are both magic.
I
fantastic.
quickly put one of them on.
Fair.
You die.
It's not like they're going to give you cursed items as a reward.
Who knows?
Was
Might be the triple cross. They might.
this
be
was the
playing
ring
both
of mercy?
sides.
This was the
You
ring
know
of
what?
mercy
Maybe it
killing.
worked.
You slip it on the
They're
finger of a
working
loved
together.
one who's very ill, and it kills them painlessly.
Mm.
Yeah.
Kills them painlessly. Because you will, I'm assuming, be having them identified by the party member that has identify. I'll just tell you what they are.
Do we have?
One is a ring of evasion,
Okay.
and the other is a ring of animal influence.
What does the ring of? Do you have like links for us or anything, or
Uh,
you can tell us what they do?
I'll add it to your inventory at some point.
Sweet.
Whoever's taking them. Ring of Evasion has 3 charges, regains 1d3 expended charges at dawn, and it's when you fail a dex save, instead succeed the dex save.
Sandy.
It's very
And
neat.
the Ring of Animal Influence has 3 charges, it regains 1d3 expended charges at dawn. You can use the things to cast 3 spells, each of them costing 1 charge. Animal Friendship, Fear against beasts, and Speak with animals. So it lets you just do some stuff with animals.
I can already speak with animals. I can already make friends with snakes.
Mhm.
It's handy.
But the rest of the party
Only
member can't.
snakes too.
It's only
It's
snakes.
like, yeah, I'm talking out of character.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah,
those are the
clearly.
two.
I can
Those are the
already-
2 rings in the bag.
Okay. Perfect.
And then the bag itself, of course, is quite valuable.
Yeah. Is it in? Is there like a name in the bag? Is it been embroidered with anyone's initial
Yes,
name?
yes, because the bag is a gift from her.
Perfect.
The name on the bag is Vulan Kraya.
Ooh. Get rid of this symbol too. We're all in the
It's the
same.
leader.
Yeah. Not bad. All right.
So, are you headed out of the sewer then, rest of the party?
Well, you did only say that you wanted to speak together for a second. So
Right.
after another.
Oh, what
5
did you want
minutes-
to bring up, Dolphin?
Yeah. Did you have anything else to say?
Oh, I'm just thinking. Yeah, I was just saying maybe we give them their gold back. But yeah, we can hold on to it. not gonna make a scene.
Good talk.
Okay, and Arv, do you have any strong opinions, or are you just messing with your? Well, you don't actually even have your axe with you because it's on Fabregas.
It's not with me.
Uh,
I'm just pleased by the payment and a little bit taken back by all these
I like to imagine
weak
that there's
elves
like three or four
cowering
of
in the
those
sewer.
lockets, like the marriage lockets on like a string, and Arvius is wearing them like bling on his chest. Is that like 5 marriage lockets on there now, just like
Yeah.
hanging?
you just put some trinkets on immediately.
Yeah.
Those are legally binding, by the way. So
I definitely put a couple things on.
Yep.
There's just to try them out.
After like 5 minutes, she will reemerge with the people that she had before.
We should probably take our last break here.
Okay, sounds
All right.
great.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you shortly.